We are live. Hello. Ah, as always, I'll put this away. And hello, this is Hey, your emotional support animal. Man, I just said that, and I was like, man, how can I call myself an emotional support animal if I don't have therapy? You're like, I need therapy, and I don't have it, and that is not good. That is very silly. That is a very silly thing of me to be not having. Yes, because yeah, that's I guess the risk of thinking that you can do something to just heal yourself, to just get better. That's not how things work. Like it's a process. It's a process, and it needs lots of different aspects. And therapists, they help you figure out which aspects those are, and stay on task. And yeah, the whole stay on task thing, that's something I need help with. Also, I mean, until then, might be smart to do that thing, to try rebuilding that whole self-improvement thing. More you seem like someone who would be interested in a self-improvement, keep each other accountable sort of group, right? Anyway, hi. I'm gonna respond to chat now. Yeah, honey, congrats on being first. Otis, congrats on saying wah. Hi. Hello, this Otis. Atsu, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the support. That means a lot. I asked the zoomies I want to do stuff, but I also don't want to do stuff. That is a strange kind of zoomies. I've seen them before, and I'd say I approve. Yeah, I would assume so. You're very interested in being your best self, I would think. And yeah, I need something like that. I need accountability, because it's so easy for me to just fall into holes. Like just earlier, God, today I woke up and I was like, yes, I am sad. Darn. And then, eventually I got the notification that Rin is streaming. And Rin, she has been gone for a few years, but now she's back. One of my earliest absolute all-time favorite streamers, who's just such a healing presence. And yeah, and it just slowly started making me feel better, suggesting that what I need is more connection, actually being there with people, and not just sitting in a chat and trying to be not just reacting to trigger words, just someone says a word that ends on ER and I'm like, I barely know her, Hi there, Dorian. But actually, listening and paying attention and just really being present, talking, having a dialogue. But yeah, then, at some point I was like, oh, I feel like doing a bit of Clair Obscur. I'm just gonna do one of these challenges. Just gonna do one of these challenges in this place, it's called the Endless Tower, so, what could be the problem? Then it turns out, it's a couple hours later and I still haven't eaten, and it's an hour until I have to stream. It's what the hell? No. Nyo 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 nyo. Reverie, hi by the way, hi. Either way, by the way. I say we strangle Birdley. He's already had that. Like, I think Noel has that covered. Also, Moore, hello. I didn't properly say hello to you. I just kind of pointed a finger and you. It was like, you! Mussy, hello. Oh man, so many lovely people here today. Totally not doing a rerun from chapter 2 onward because I missed all the eggs. You know, what could be a better reason to do a rerun than to collect some eggs? Hi there, Delazar. Thanks for being here. I'll look forward to your contributions. Love to partake in that. I already do something like that for exercise with a friend of mine. Alright. The strength of an accountability group is dependent on the interpersonal relationships that hold it together. The better the people know each other, the more effective the encouragement. Interesting. Mind if I do self-indulgent? How so? I mean, I could say, like, isn't that always what you do? Which, you know, I don't mean that in a critical way. You know, it's like you're very unique, very personal, very like not personal, but you know, not personal, but like that's not the word I mean. Very idiosyncratic. Hi there, Altarian, and I think I said hi to Mossy, but you know what? I'm gonna say hi to Mossy again. Hello. Self-promo pass, yes, please do. Yeah, why is Discord so damn loud? I can't hear you over Dorian. Oh yeah. I hope you can get that fixed. Hi there, Crystal. Hi. Hang on. There was a person who. I wonder, should I ping Dr. Hogarth? I don't know. There was this person who seemed interested in joining, but I don't know if they would be there right now. I don't know. Lead the raid to you. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Currently in a car riding across states. I'm drawing you goth. Nice. I'm looking forward to that. I'm always up for joining. Joining what? Oh yeah, you would also be someone for like a self-improvement, hold each other accountable group thing. A self-improvement holding each other... Hang on. Self-improvement holding each other accountable group thing. A Psychiatric. Oh my god, it even has like... Ooh. It's like... she-goat. It does look kind of Gaelic. I wonder what that would look like if you like read it as Gaelic. I don't know how to read Gaelic, but yeah, I could see that turning into something. Yes, hello. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna see if maybe Hope Earth. No. Hang on, let me... That's the wrong person. That is the wrong person. Huh. I don't know where to find them. On Discord. Okay. Anyway, hello. God. So, I don't really know what to do today, as you might be able to tell from me being like unable to hold a thought for like more than a minute. Hi there, Banana Ben. I am doing And that is a problem. No, that is not a problem. The fact that I'm doing is not a problem, but the fact that I don't know what to do is a problem. I have been in a depressive funk for a while now. And I don't know. It feels like part of that might be physical. Like it feels like the whole like inflammation thing that started like more than half a year ago hasn't quite recovered yet. And yeah, no. Yeah, that's not good. But also, I don't know, no one has really found any like major problems with my body so far. So, I don't know. I mean, I can hope that like, you know, I started taking bitters. That's supposed to be like good for your digestion and everything. Also supposed to make you crave sweets less. So that's nice. That could have some like long-term benefits, and like eventually these other like you know, these other things. My mother recommended like vitamin D and magnesium things to me that like supposedly really helped her and her partner with their tiredness. So that could be something. Those should eventually arrive. I don't know what's taking them so long, but they should be there at some point. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know. I just really have to. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Vitamin D. You called? Hello? Yes. Is that what they call you? Is that what they call you in college? Did they crave your vitamin D? That sounds like something I should possibly look into. Possibly. I don't know. It's like, like I'm blanking on the name. What is it? Food. Food. Supplements. Yeah. Like, yeah. I think I've had enough blood tests. Like, you know, I get plenty of regular checkups, and yeah, like just some increase in like thrombocytes, I think they're called, which just, you know, this just is an indicator probably of like all the inflammations in my body, which, you know, makes sense. Supplements, yeah. I am always like a little bit iffy on supplements, because like I hear very different things about them. Like some people like swear on them, other people are like, you know, worried that like apparently they even have a that they even can have an effect where taking too many of these supplements can negatively influence your body's ability to actually absorb those vitamins. It really depends on what your body is deficient in. Yeah. Wouldn't vitamin deficiency show up on the blood tests? Probably. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what they test for, right? Like, I don't think they necessarily test for every vitamin, you know? It would make sense for me to have, like, you know, a certain vitamin D deficiency, because I don't go outside much. Like, I've gotten really sensitive to, like, the cold on one hand, but then also the heat on the other hand. And there's really a time where I really feel like I can just stay outside for a long time. And then, you know, I have very few reasons to be outside for a long time. It helps if you don't have enough, but taking them when you already have plenty does the opposite of help. When you ask for a referral for a blood test, tell the doctor to test for the specific things. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I already, you know, I already ordered supplements, so at this point, blup. Also, Monomusa, hello. Hi. I feel that with the temperature intolerance, yeah. God, that night recently sucked. Like that freaking. You know, I already talked about that, but like I had a night where like it was too hot to fall asleep within a reasonable time. So I tore open all the windows and, you know, put on some shorts instead of like the long-legged pants and whatnot. And then I woke up and I realized, fuck, I was freezing during the night. I did not sleep well because of that. It's dangerous to take too many fat-soluble vitamins. Oh yeah, that's definitely true. That is a big one. I know that from that anime that is basically Dr. House, but that is a cute girl. I saw a bunch of actual medical professionals react to that first episode, where like one of the mysteries, you know, that got solved within like 1 minute to just show how cool this lady is was just, you know, this kid being overdosed on vitamin whatever, you know, on one of the vitamins, the fat-soluble ones. Tragically, I need to go transport a bunch of furniture now. Oh, okay, take care. Have fun with the furniture. Maybe get a dog. That will give you a reason to leave the house at least 3 times a day. That is not an option because I have all the allergies. I'm feeling like a good mess. Still feeling like I want to be very positive, but also feel burnt out, and now I'm just confused on what to act like. Aw, you don't have to be positive. Like, that's a very big thing that is important to learn, just in general. Like, yeah. You would be surprised, like, often, you know, I make a point of, like, trying to be open with when I'm not feeling well. Except, you know, sometimes I don't want to get into the reasons because, you know, there's stuff that I don't really want to talk about on stream for reasons. Yeah, you would be surprised. Like, I get a lot of people saying that it's really helpful to them that someone is so open about just not feeling well, and, you know, because it feels like there's such a stigma. Like, we feel like we, you know, we aren't allowed to show it when we're not feeling so good. And that's really sad, isn't it? Like, it's so harmful to ignore your feelings. Makes them, you know, bottle up and stuff. I'm openly negative enough on playing Magic the Gathering. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Like, I know that, like, you know, I used to play Smash Bros, and that was like, I don't know what it was, but like, when playing that game, I would get so frustrated I would scream, like, regularly, a lot. I don't know. I don't think just having that one thing where you get really angry and negative and stuff is probably not a healthy way to go about it. I think that just kind of... I'm not sure if that even helps as like a way to vent those emotions. It's like, it feels like... When I look back at like me getting angry about Smash Bros, that feels more like my anger is like kind of catalyzed. Like the anger that I don't usually show is just, you know, it's just kind of bubbling underneath the surface, and then there's this one thing that just kind of grabs it and makes it go boom and stuff, you know? Is it venting if you're generating? Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel like it's actually... It doesn't give an actual outlet for the anger that is there, because like emotions have a motivating component to them. Emotions exist to tell you something is wrong or not, you know, that's happiness. Happiness makes you want to say, hey, this is good. more of this. But the other ones say, like, something is wrong, and here's what we want to do about it. And yeah, in order to properly vent an emotion, you kind of, you need to not just express that emotion in general, but you need to find a way to actually address what that emotion wants. I think that's a big thing. Yeah. I'm not basing that on anything except the fact that it makes sense, so take it with a grain of salt, but it sounds right. Hang on. Gotta scroll up. Maybe get a dog. That's on the one of the main things that got my doctors thinking about fibro for me. Which one? Transport, not the other reason. Feeling like a good mess. Me knows that vitamin E is fat soluble and easy to overdose because of the Quark science cops. Hey, you saw that anime taught me. I'm openly negative enough. Getting a dog without the intent of giving it some physical active lifestyle is also an abuse. Oh, yeah. Getting a dog to try to solve your inactive lifestyle is like having a baby to fix a broken marriage. Oof. Oh dear. Yeah. I need to look into the thing. Like I keep. I have a video on my watch later list that is about like how venting is never helpful, and I need to watch that because I don't know why. Is it weird that I really hate eating liver? That's an interesting question. I usually can't complain about food at all because of my condition, but liver's the one thing I never want to eat. Like, for what reason? I personally wouldn't want to eat liver because I don't like thinking about like the fact that I'm eating meat when I'm eating meat. That's why I pretty much only eat the stuff that is so familiar to me, that is just like the stuff that I eat. It only exists as food. It spawns in the supermarket, fully packaged. I don't want to think about the fact that this was once part of a living being. And when it's like, hey, there's a liver, it's like, that sounds terribly like it used to be part of a living being. Not like eating liver because I just don't like the texture and the taste of it. All right, well, why would it be weird? I figure, yeah, it would have a very particular taste, yeah. Got all those things in it. It's very rich in things, you know? So, yeah. I enjoy the knowledge and see it as fair a pig would eat me, so it's fair game. I mean, understandable. Liver, I hardly want to imagine her. Alright, hi there, Lankery. Dear me. I low-key love liver. I low-key live lover. I don't know what that means. Buzzword counter one. Oh no! Hey, I mean, come on. That was not me. I was just reading chat. That was him. It was him, officer. She laugh on my life until I love. Wait, that doesn't sound like the right order. Shouldn't it be more like she live on my love until I laugh, or something? She love on my laugh until I live, which has some amazing implications. Anyway. Hi, how are you doing, Lingerie? Yeah, so, anyway. What is the subject for today? What shall we do? Hit you on my phone until I smile not. Blah. Is there anything that you guys would like to tackle as a subject for today? Because, as far as I'm concerned, I would just frickin', you know, do like a snapshot, like, of how we're doing right now. You know, just, you know, take the half hour to just, look inward and see, like, hey, what's going on in me right now? Like, what thoughts are there? What feelings are there? Hey, you phone, smile. Words to live by. No. But the phone is so small. Why don't you put me on your TV screen so I can stretch out and... Oh, this would be a great time to have some more tracking. Oh god, I just saw like the full message of that Lunkery sent. Hang on. Let me try to read this properly. You. Beloved, precious, weshes, pookums, smookums, I love you. I love you too. Stretching you out? Oh god. Hopefully not. I don't want to be stretched thin. That happens way too much already. Somehow. Despite me not really doing much. But when I do stuff, it... I said do. It tends to be too much. Hi Della, how are you doing? Blip. Is it doo-doo? Nah. So anyone have any ideas? Or thing? Any idea for subject? Or are y'all okay with just, you know, the current moment, just beholding, observing, seeing what you got right now? Cause yeah, I don't know, I feel like I don't know where I stand. You know, down to do a snapshot. I have a mood right now that is drawable. Oh. Always enjoy beholding you, Poogie. Good lord. Same. Likewise, I guess. Let us behold each other. And just be, like, beholden to... I don't know. Beholden to the law of equivalent exchange. Where we... Yes. Don't mind if I do. Yes. Can I hold you too? That reminds me of that Undertale Deltarune moment. Using introspective art to just introspect and make art with no directions wild. I know, right? Like, what the hell? Okay. I guess everyone was fine with that. Alright. I'm not wearing a tutu. Well, you could change that. Be the change you want to see in the world. You know? You know what I'm saying? No, hang on though. Oh. Weird. Where is Dr. Hogarth? I can't find Dr. Hogarth. I wanted to invite Dr. Hogarth. Not caught up on the Deltarune VODs? No, that's okay. Oh, you got the you saw the clip, okay. For you, Pookie, I'll go get my tutu in me eyes. I'm trying to imagine that. I don't know if that's a good thing actually. I don't know, it could be interesting. And the thing. Good lord, I need to stop talking. You could be wearing a 3-3. Like a Mewtwo, Mew3 situation? Is a 3-3 just more powerful? And also, does that mean that there's like a Mega Tutu? And a Mega Tutu X and a Mega Tutu Y? Anyway. Older you looking to a you. What? Is that a suggestion for a subject? Tucks hair behind ear? Ooh. Oh man, I don't think I have that anymore. Nope. Gotta draw my OC in a magical girl outfit now? Absolutely. By all means. Okay. I guess let's do it. Let's do the subject. So, what? Currently drawing. Snap. Snapshot of my current state. Older you looking to a you now. Oh. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Alright. Then we'll make a poll. What draw? Snapshot or older you looking at you? Hi there, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you enjoy it here. Let's make it 2 minutes. 2-minute poll. Older you looking at you. That is an interesting idea though. Like, yeah. Oh. Older you. That is, usually it's the other direction, right? Like, usually you would think, you know, if my younger self looked at me right now, would they feel proud? What would they feel like, you know? I am curious, like, what would an older you looking at you think? You know, like that would have a lot of speculative elements to it, wouldn't it? You know, just you have to figure out like what would an older you even be like. There's a poll right now. Don't forget to vote. Use your rote to vote. No. No. What is going on here, though? Oh, God. Oh. I think maybe I'm just misremembering their name. That would be very embarrassing. Oh, wait. We have this thing. Bunch of people just appeared. What is the deal with that? That is strange. Okay. Older me would be like, I remember having hair, indeed. If my younger self would look at me now, he'd either just be unresponsive, anxious, or scared, or be very happy and excited. Why scared? Oh, your younger self. Oh, did you change into such a strange person? Did you used to be afraid of the kind of people that you're one of now? All right. Well, we have 2 votes for Snapshot, only 1 for that idea. So, on we go. All right. So, I guess in case anyone doesn't know, let's have this thing to explain what we're doing. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yep, that was that. So, yeah. That is the general idea. We're gonna have half an hour now. Once I start the countdown to draw, you know, just a snapshot of your current state. Just look inward and see, like, how do I feel? What kind of emotions are there right now? Why are they there? What is the deal? What do they want me to do? And yeah, just try to find some way to, like, put that on a canvas, on a piece of paper, on whatever you can find. In some kind of way that, like, yeah, I guess, for something like this might be one of those things where, writing could be a decent outlet. Because you're still, like, you know, you could still, like, explore it with words to really make it, like, graspable. Because it's so, you know, you're unearthing something, right? You're trying to find something that is there, and the words help you with that to make it more concrete. Yeah, I could see that. So, yeah, I guess let's go. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead. What was that? What did the windows do? What is the deal with windows? I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna green mirror. Give me a moment while I bring up my drawing tablet. And there we are. No frame. Okay. And let's count down. Alright. Alright. I should probably do the thing. A minute. No. There we are. This you submit. Oh, come on. There we are. Okay, and also just to be safe, put it in the YouTube chat, even though there's no one there. Alright. Hang on, let me reset the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Half an hour. Forgot how cozy it was here? Oh, I'm glad. I worry so much about just, you know, boring people and whatnot. You know, I don't worry about boring people. I don't worry about people who are boring. I worry about being boring to other people. That's the thing. No. So yeah, I'm glad that this brings something to you. Say you boring? No. Say you big boring. Now. And now comes the part where... Hi there, Joji Mill. What are you doing? But listen to the soothing tones of your smooth voice all day, Pookie. Ah. That's nice. But yeah. Now I have to shut up for a moment and try to actually look inward. How do I feel? How do I feel? Ever been boring? That's hard to imagine. I guess it's one of those things where, like, a lot of the time, like, like, you know where your thoughts are coming from. You know, I sometimes have the, I sometimes manage to be able to look at other people and see, like, that they're entertaining to me, that I actually laugh and smile, or at least about the things that they say, and then compare it to myself and think, like, if I was saying these things, I would feel boring, because, like, to me, I know where these thoughts are coming from. I can see how they're happening. It's not a surprise to me. But if I imagine just getting this out of the blue, getting these, hearing these things, reading these things, I can imagine that, like, oh yeah, that would be funny. So yeah. TSMR. TSMR. Good. Okay. Still not doing the thing. Okay. What are these emotions? Meow. Hello, meowcat. Tekanyo. How are you doing? God. So... Guess so, yeah. Can't sleep now? Oh, why not? What's wrong? Is there anything I can do to help you? Okay, so first of all, start here. Your sleep schedule is a mess. Oh, sorry to hear that. Can you do anything about that? Your whole weekend is kind of a mess. Oh, so. Hi there, Super. How are you doing? Oh, good morning. You have a nap? I guess it's a great thing to catch up Anyway, oh, to catch up on what? Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Catch up with your stream? Aw. Well, people have told me that my streams are very relaxing, so maybe I can help you sleep. Or if not, you're welcome to join us and draw a little snapshot of how you're feeling right now. Maybe there's some thoughts there that are like keeping you up. Maybe it would help you put them on a page somehow. Oy. Mhm. Mhm. I'm just trying to kind of feel it out. Not sure entirely where I'm going with this yet. I draw? Guess I still had a few minutes on my art. Yeah. Just had to reload my stream because the audio got stuck on you saying hello to Meowcat. Oh. Big mood. I've turned into your streams for while in bed and just fell asleep. Aw. Oh, thanks for that bad tie there, Commander War. Welcome to PC. And thank you for the affection. Trying out some stuff right now. Sure. Rip. Okay, hang on. Gotta check in again. What am I going for? Oh. Mm. 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 You know what? Let me bring up the light a little bit so I actually see what I'm doing. Actually, maybe this is better. Then, what is heavy? Something heavy. Yep. No, not that. Textures. Textures. Abstract. Abstract. No, none of this is heavy. Not heavy. Not something heavy. Something heavy looking. Spray paint. I guess I kind of messed this up. Do saturation brightness up. Do into something else. Doesn't work. If I color balance, is that a thing I can do? No. Wait, a thing I can definitely do is alpha lock, then just put a color on top of it. Okay, that's the wrong color, but it is something. What is the right color then? Not that, no. What if this? What if this? Yeah. Blah blah blah. Hello. Hi, this is Stay your emotional support animal. There's a popcorn. There's a popcorn in my chat. Hello. Hi. Thank you for the raid. Hang on. Let me do a real quick thing. We're at 50 minutes. Sure. We're at 50 minutes. Let me do a real quick thing to tell y'all what we're actually doing right now before there's an ad break coming up. You know what? Frickin' let's snooze that for a moment. Let's snooze that for a moment. And you know what? In that case, I can give you a shout out first. It was very loud. It was very loud, actually. Now that you mention it. Now that you do mention that, it was quite loud. So what is the deal with that? Sound alerts? No, wait, not sound alerts. There we are. Twitch alerts. Twitch alerts. You go down. Okay. I literally screamed, oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Sorry. Let me do a thing real quick. Let me give you a shout out. There we go. No, that's not your bad. That is like the definition of not your bad. Come on. Why is that so loud too? That is also very loud. Everything is a little bit loud right now. What clip? Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Oh man. Hi there, Red Man. Good clip, yeah. Oh, Papa. Thanks for the affection. Yeah. Put that away. So, everyone, Pops does music, Pops does art, Pops does being a very sweet bean. So there's that, yeah. Now, before the ad comes back, let me tell y'all about what we're doing here. No, wait, that's not the thing. There we are. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. There we are. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, yeah. We're in the middle of doing that. So now we have 30 minutes each time. And oops, I just accidentally did the pin that message. That is not what I meant to do. Hang on. Hang on. Need to repin this. There we are. Oh, frickin'. I'm gonna scream. There we are. No. None must know that you shit your pants. That is between you and your pants. Hi. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you like it here. So, Pops, Savio, Pops, Savio, Pops, Savio, Pops, Savio, Pops, Savio, 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 Redman, hello. Hello. Censorship. More like sense the wetness in your pants. There we go. Hi. So yeah, if you would like to join us in trying to figure out like what the hell you're feeling, what your thoughts are, like, because I need that right now. I can't figure out like what's going on with me, and I'm trying to I'm trying to put it into a canvas. Yeah. Then there's still time. I mean, the countdown is going to be 15 minutes now, but yeah, you still have time until, like, you know, where I'm done going through all the submissions that I get at the end of the countdown. Yes. So yeah, plenty of time if you want to join. Yeah. Okay. Onward. 50 minutes. I mean, there's more time technically. I mean, I can extend it a little bit more. It's just, you know, that there's the limited time is mostly just there so, you know, you don't get like caught up in trying to make everything perfect and stuff, you know? Like, it's not supposed to be about making like the best looking art. It's just about like trying to express something. Yeah, thank you for the like. Okay. But yeah, meanwhile, I don't even know. I don't even know entirely, like, what do I do with this? Where do I go with this? It turns out this has not brought me any closer to actually being able to put this into a thing. I'll be lurking too, because I'm watching Phineas and Ferb. Okay, have fun. Thank you for the lurk. Actually, how about this? Man, I feel so bad about like the loudness. I hope I managed to fix that. Really shouldn't be, you know, there really shouldn't be anything that loud on a stream that is supposed to be this relaxing, you know. It really is quite counterproductive. Was a mistake here. Just, I'm not entirely sure I managed to fix it. Okay, now can we move on from just figuring out the colors here? That would be quite something. Okay, there's something there. What if... Thank you for the submission. It doesn't feel so short anymore. That's nice. That's that is some weird Fringlish. Okay, I'm glad for you. Not heating up anymore at the very least? Oh. Interesting. Like, over here, the day is like the hot day. Like, I've been keeping my room pretty cool recently. But I haven't opened up anything today, and I'm sitting here like topless and just sweating. Not terribly much, but enough that I notice. Been ayo. 33, yeah. Same. Ayo. What's it all about? What's it all about? Ayo. Don't know what is coming out of my mouth. But that's just how it's gonna be. Hell yeah. Go topless goat. Topless goat, topless goat. Dop-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip. Do-doo, dop-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-doo-doo. Humidity wasn't high enough to smother any attempted sweating. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. Topless goat, ooh ooh ooh, topless goat, ooh ooh ooh. And what is going on? Woo woo. Words of wisdom. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Opening up a can of whoop ass implies a whoop ass canning facility. It does do that. It does do that. We must investigate this further. That is a is a very interesting concept. How do they can it? And how do I apply to work there? You know what? I know what this needs. A worm canning facility. You know what? That is something I can conceptualize, though. Can they can it? You can can it. No, don't. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. Yes, unless they cannot. Hang on. We need to do this. Right. Undo the alpha lock. There. Hi, Ziggy Zap. How are you doing? How do you do on this day, which is a day of great something happening? Sketching and doing thing. You know what? I'm gonna basically ignore the countdown because I can. Because yeah, I want to. How do I call you? Hang on. I feel like I'm supposed to know what to call you. MPDP Roch. Have we discussed this before? You must have discussed this before. What do I call you? Like Roch? Roche? MPDP? MPDPD? MPDPD? Yeah, the countdown is technically over, but it's whatever. This is a very, very difficult subject. So much that goes into it. So, no. I'm making the executive decision to extend it a little bit. What? Yeah, hello. We didn't forget the raid message raid, yay! I'm so happy for you. Hi, this is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. I am a mental health content creator? Question mark? That is a very good question. I'm a mental health content creator who currently needs mental health help. Yes. Hi. Hello. If you guys don't know Rin, she is, she used to be my absolute favorite streamer until she stopped streaming, but now she started streaming again. It's like, what the hell, you know? Hi. Let me catch everyone up to what we're doing. But first, let me give a shout out to Rin. There's a very real possibility that the clip that is going to be shown will be one that I made. Also, how did the rest of the stream go? I hope it went well. Yeah. And after the shout out, I'm gonna explain what we're doing today, because we're doing a very special stream concept that I developed. Yeah, I made that one. See?
Alright. Speedbox the fear away. Dang, this is terrifying and I'm having a panic attack almost. There's a ghost skeleton behind me.
Best beatboxing I've ever heard. Red, I love you. Okay, let me pause the music and show y'all what is going on here. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yeah, that is what we do here. There's the one constant we have is that I always do this on Sunday. It's so well illustrated, thank you. And there is technically a time limit for how long we spend on these images before we, are supposed to put down the brush or whatever and submit them and talk about them and stuff. No. You didn't disrupt anything. The time limit is already over, but I keep drawing anyway. Oh, you two so adorable. I don't know. I like Rin literally I don't know how she does it. Like she doesn't feel real, but she exists apparently, and she just is like that. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, right now we're trying to draw a snapshot of our current state, which I've been struggling with because like I don't know. I've been having a hard time really figuring out like why, like, hang on. So emotions, right? Emotions want you to do something. What do my emotions want me to do? They want me to... There's a part of me that just wants to lie down. There's a part of me that likes having, like, myself challenged mentally. But another part that is anxious about any sort of challenge and stuff. And I guess that's... And I guess that anxiousness is caused by, you know, feeling of overwhelm. And also, also, yeah, being put back in, like, kind of a childlike state. Where I felt helpless. I guess that's it. Yeah. And yeah, that's finally, like, in the very last minute, I realized, like, that is what this needs. Just... Just this. Oh, that does not look right. So yeah, if you need to take care of yourself after a long stream, I know you've been streaming for a while. Current states can be really multifaceted, so I can't imagine how to put it all into one piece. Yeah, but you know, gotta try. I mean, you just gotta kind of figure out like which thing to focus on. I guess it's kind of like taking a photo, hence why it's called a snapshot, I guess. Hi there, Clemens. How are you doing? Thank you for the like. So yeah, I guess this is it. Let me just yeah, make that very small down here, I guess. Hang on. One more thing. That needs doing. Yeah. That's more like it. Although, hang on. What if I feel like this is hard to read. Okay, and then oh, that's all that. Okay. Let me just adjust. Let me just adjust. And up here, a little bit more like this. Okay, but hang on. Another thing is and now to smudge a bunch. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. This is happening now. All right. I guess this is it. Yeah. I guess this is done. We can call this done. Yep, sure. A big old mess. I guess that makes sense. All right. Onward. On we go with the stuff. Yeah. So let's see. Let's put this away and see what everyone submitted so far. Oops, daisy. Okay, so far we have 2 submissions. One from the super. Wanna submit soon? Okay, thank you. Wait. Where is it? There we are. Ouch. Okay, so, this is an interesting one in the context of what we know. You know, the fact that we know that Suva... Sorry, these are supposed to... I mean, I'm supposed to keep these kind of anonymous, but like everyone who has been here before knows that this is Suva. Since we know that Suba just had a nap before this, just woke up, makes sense, like, gives a sense of, like, you know, exhaustion. Even in her dreams, all she can think about is, like, a life, career, stream, which are very big things. The fact that stream is, treated with kind of the same weight as all the other things is interesting. It's like, should that be something that is treated with the same weight? I mean, I don't get a like super happy feeling with this, right? So it kind of implies that like all of this is like very, I mean, not that life is like necessarily like a bad thing, thinking about life, but like it seems like this is stressing you out. Hang on. Yeah, it's hard to. We do have these rules for like how to give feedback on stuff. Which, hang on, let me go through that actually, because I do want you guys also to weigh in with your thoughts. But the rules are, so you should just express what feelings and thoughts the art evokes in you, speaking for yourself and your experience. You should not make it about the artist themselves, and also not about the quality. So, that can be kind of hard. Because like, obviously, you know, my feelings, the feelings and thoughts that are gonna come up are gonna be thoughts about, like, you know, what you see the person in the image, who is a depiction of the person, probably. Yeah. I don't remember how I started that sentence. But yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is, yeah, the fact that this feels like someone who is just constantly has like these things on their mind. The picture's literally me at midnight right now. Yeah, no worries, Dal. And yeah, the fact that stream is like such a big thing, like I get that. Like, I understand, and I think that's a big issue for me too. Or maybe, you know, maybe that's just what I see in it, because that's such an issue for me. You know, because I don't know, you know, I've talked about this a million times, but yeah, I wanted to make this a career, and then I realized, like, nope, I can't. I'm not made for it, and I approached it wrong, and that's taking all the joy out of it, so can't even enjoy it. But now, for many years, it was all that you know, I gained my sense of identity from. and now I just feel like I don't have really anything. You know, but yeah, it's really one of those things that like you should, you know, be careful about treating it with that kind of weight, giving that kind of importance to something like streaming. It should be something that is simply just fun, not something that like you spend restless nights dreaming about, but something that just, you know, is an avenue of expressing yourself, or, you know, connecting to others. Just fun, a fun hobby. And when it gets more than that, when it starts stressing you out, even though it's not even like something you do for a living or anything, then something has gone wrong. I feel like, at least that's, you know, in my experience. This is thunderstorm coming. I'm not looking forward to 80% humidity. Oh dear. I wish you all the best. It's very simple, giving the vibe that she is tired and brain not full of much. But the fact that those things are the only things taking up her mind mean they are big things. Yeah. But honestly, I can't sleep thinking about future and things that I had done right now. Saying that everything will be alright before I sleep, but I kept messing up the next day. Oh. Big hugs. I will need it. Oh dear. Good luck. Good luck. Here. Okay. Alright, let's see. What did we have to say? Just really quick one. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it. Alright. Next one. Ooh. Hello there. This is a surprisingly quick one. Do-da-do. So. So this is a. Okay, so what kind of vibe do I get from this? Kind of a smug one? Kind of like, hey, check me out. They seem like yeah, they seem like they're kind of in a position of power. It feels kind of like one of those angel / devil on the shoulder type scenarios, where they're kind of feeding thoughts and ideas into this person sitting there. You know, got a weapon, kind of like in a position of power. This feels like I get the sense of like someone who is about to like be a DM to someone, you know? Or maybe, or maybe it's a different situation. Hang on. I could see this in two different ways. Like, on one hand, I could see it being like, this kind of imp-like person. Not that they don't look like an imp, but like their behavior kind of suggested, kind of sliding up in there like, hey. I'm gonna fill your brain with thoughts, you know. Give me the idea of someone being like a DM for someone like bringing up these stories in a position of power on top of the table, you know. But also, I could see it being like, maybe the gray person is like the real one who is thinking up this like fantastical version who's kind of emerging from their head, and like this fantastical version feels more real, feels more like a real expression of the person than the gray real self, which feels kind of like lifeless in comparison in this image. Like this is when they really this is when they feel alive, you know, that kind of sense. Yeah. So those are the two things that I could see in that, yeah. Okay. 3D picture, yeah. I think a word to describe this is confidence, royalty, or king. This is giving me the vibes that the person is trying to have a conversation, but their original character is occupying their thoughts, like they're just sitting next to them, being very hard to ignore with their bright colors relative to everything else and their cool ass sword. Ah, interesting. It is simple instead of animation for once. Felt like this looks like a depiction of confidence turning into arrogance. Oh, interesting. Okay, stream title has inspired me to clean up my flat. I will do it, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. Good luck, Mel. Good luck, Mel. Also, hi, Mel. How are you doing? I wish you all the best with your flat. Not that they look like an imp, but their behavior kind of suggested it. You don't mean to say it's implied. Okay. Yes, the imp did lie. I'm already cleaned up my room today and still looks like a mess. Aw, dear. Yeah, it takes a while sometimes. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. What did they have in mind? Made myself and the VTuber next to me. Ah, okay. Interesting. I feel like... So, yeah, the second idea probably is closer. Interesting. Right. A third submission? Right here. Facebook. And I assume we're still gonna get a fourth one. Okay. Wait, what does it say in the bottom left? Take a look at this guy. You bad. Why? No. Aw. But just, First of all, in terms of vibe, this person, I feel very out of place. Like something about them feels out of place, like they're kind of odd, kind of not really fitting in. Who's standing there like in the middle of the door, having just entered, and like on the verge, like almost in the middle of the door frame, almost like, yeah, like between inside and outside, which, yeah, that to me reminds me a lot of like how I always used to feel, you know, in school and whatnot, where I was just kind of an outsider, where I didn't belong anywhere. Also, you know, didn't feel like I belonged to my family either, so just kind of, you know, not really being anywhere, kind of on the outskirts looking in. And yeah, this very static posture and like the expression directly at the camera like kind of feels like helpless, like just kind of frozen, just like a deer in the headlights, not knowing what to do. And yeah, of course there's these, you know, the judgmental images, like questioning them, questioning their worth, rejecting, judging. What's interesting is the framing. They're like images on a wall, which feels like, oh, interesting. Seems like it's not even people who are actively there right now. It's more like, oh, they're more like fixtures. They're like there. They are always there, even when they are not there. Even when the people themselves aren't actually there, the image of them judging you is ever present within the walls of like your home or outside of the home or whatever, you know? They don't leave you. Yeah. So that's an interesting thing there. Like, why are they on the wall? Like, who put them there? What can you do about it? Can you not just take them off? Well, of course not. They're probably like, you know, pretty strongly affixed probably. Otherwise, why would they still be there, right? But like, I don't know. That was interesting. Interesting way to frame it. So like the fact that, no, you could you not also add images of people reacting more positively to you? But of course, our brains are always wired to give more weight to the negative. But yeah, and technically have the power to give weight to also the positive stuff. It just takes effort. It takes some conscious effort to really recall those things and bring them to mind. So yeah, So feeling judged. It's giving. I just got here and I'm feeling so attacked right now or whatever. Oh, like the insulting jerkwads are a permanent part of the scenery to be expected. Of course. I hope that brought you that gave you something. Alright. Me. See what you had to say. Basically, the picture speaks much about myself, but I still feel not so sure. Not sure about what. And okay, we got our last submission probably. And what an image it is. Oh me, oh my. Oh. Okay, I don't know who this character is. But yeah. Interesting. So this image, it has a very clear distinction, a very clear like not distinction, a very clear separation of like two sides. Like the one that strikes you first is obviously like the very warm, fuzzy feeling, love, daydreaming, very comfy, very soft, very, lost in the sauce. And then, yeah, that daydream, it's super sweet. Like, man, it's been a while since I felt like that. Like, so gentle, so, lost in the feeling. There's something about like the way that the blush between them is so shared. Right, like it's a continuous line between them. That is something wonderful. It's interesting, like, this appears to be like an alien, maybe? Aliens are often drawn like that, with like these two floppy antennae. Hang on, by the way, I don't have anything to drink. What the hell? So, I guess that kind of adds to this, like, out of place sense. Because, yeah. Yeah, like the other side of the image is obviously, the darkness, the gray tasks that need to be done. Just real life that is just, the gray, dull, heavy, cold stuff that reality appears to be sometimes, and that you aren't, engaging with because like you wanna to just be nice and comfy and cozy and warm, which is so real. Yeah, I honestly don't have much else to say about that. It's just, yeah, mood. Not entirely like the mood that like I feel a lot these days, but like, man, it's been a while since I've been in love, and I really want to get back on that, like, back. Alright, let's see. Oh, also, I just realized, yeah, Suba asked about 2 rounds. Today is also gonna be 1 round because frickin' blah blah, I'm dying. And also, I hope to be able to stream again tomorrow, maybe? So, what they had to say about this. Me when I daydream about a certain someone so hard that I can't focus on what I'm doing, lol. Mothfeeler's Girl is a relatively new self-representation character I made named Aerith. She has big feelings for a guy she knows named Fiel. Emphasis on, yes, Fiel. A few hours ago, I couldn't stop thinking about my unrecorded feelings for a certain someone, and while the VC I was in with my awesome friend Dorian helped distract me from that, it was still something that's been on my mind enough to be the first thing I thought of drawing for the topic of a snapshot, my current mood. There's really not much more to it. Character design is not representative of anything specific to this prompt. Tasks on computer are blurred because of lack of mental focus on it, but also a bright and distinct color to show their importance. Room is dark to bring focus to Aerith and her daydreams, like I don't pay attention to my surroundings when brain full of thoughts, of course. Ran out of time to color the characters, but that's fine. Near the end I had the idea to half color Fiel to show that he's one of the most important things to her. Not necessarily true of me and my crush, but he does occupy way too much of my brain. Aerith is kind of looking at the tasks, but also away from them and like through them? I don't know, it's hard to explain. Okay, I get it. That's kind of the point. Like with my eyes, I look at my tasks, but in my brain I have something else pulled up in front of it. Yeah. I tried to give her Mothfeeler's give her moth feelers some expression. Like on the real life Aerith, they're leaning towards him but also sadly drooping. Showing the duality of the suffering that inherently comes with desire. And in the daydream Aerith, they're like subtly different, leaning towards him but tilted up with happy excitement. I don't know, I'll just say anything else I think of in chat. Okay. Okay. Subtle difference there, yeah. Did the best I could. I'm not tired from cleaning. I'm proud of you. Are we ending after the next few? We are ending pretty much now, except like we still talk about my own submission. I mean, it's not a submission. I don't have to submit it because it's already here. Also, Cool Click, hello. Candy are the best. Sure, yeah. I mean, arguably. But hello. I hope it's okay if I go back to sleep then, of course. Take care, Suba. Thank you for that, pets. I'd be looking forward to it. Won't be able to be there from the start probably because I've got work until 4:45, but still, yeah, it would start pretty relatively late, not early. But yeah. お疲れ様でした. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I guess let's just go look at my own image. And yeah. Tell me what this feels like to you. What this conveys. This is a bit of a more abstract one this time. Honestly, now that I look at it, yeah, no, I stand by it. A little guy all alone but thinking of big things. Interesting. That's so you get a positive feeling from it. That's interesting. A lot of emotion, but he doesn't know what to do with it or what it even is. Guy sitting inside sorrowness, but stars surrounding it. Something I really appreciate about your introspective art is you always seem to really see what people are trying to convey in their art. At least for the times I've made submissions, you like see me, and it's uncanny how often you're just spot on. I just, I've had experience with like, doing this in like actual art therapy, and yeah. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad it gives you something. Like the raid message says, you will be heard. Or, seen. So yeah, what I initially went into this with is that I wanted to make this like kind of bell curve shape thing to depict like, heaviness weighing me down. But then I don't know, it wasn't easy to depict it like that in a way that really feels like that. Kind of feels like isolation, but with knowing that just outside of that there's color and light. Yeah. That is very close to what I think, like, yeah. Like I said, or implied rather earlier, I think, yeah, it really came together finally when I put the little guy in there. Cause the squiggliness, the tininess and stuff, like, it's it really shows this helplessness, I think. So yeah. And yeah, sitting in this darkness, and yeah, I guess I should like extend the blackness a bit more. like it's kind of all a mess. There's so many like impressions out there, so much going on. And it doesn't really reach like the deep breath. Okay. This bell curve thing, like over here, you know, that ended up being kind of more like a curtain, a gray curtain, and there's these little like squiggles of light there, which are like the, you know, people being kind and stuff, you know. And you know, it just, I guess it doesn't really come together for me. I have trouble grasping it. And yeah. And there's like beauty and light and stuff out there, but it just feels overwhelming. Like I don't know where to turn. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. Okay. Go. Okay. I relate to that. All right. So, I guess we already have a raid target. Yeah. Everyone watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and stuff. And yeah, thank you for dropping by. Take care. And